Boom. That's what it is. We are here, y'all. It is the last Tuesday of the month. So, you know what that means? I'm right here. You're right there. But let me go ahead and welcome you to the Poet's House. We get ready to get open mic started. I got people coming in from all over the place. I got some nice poets waiting backstage. Got a poet in the Poet's House. Might have a couple more coming through. It's still COVID-19. So I need people to respect my social distance. So it's only going to be a few. And the rest are going to be virtual. So we going to get this thing going if y'all ready.
I've got something to say. No need to be afraid. I got something to say. Right before my people, I've got something to say. MsTONYA, poetry, lifestyle, media. This is what I do. No need to be afraid. I've got something to say.
I'm here. Y'all see the Poet's House live. I got Ayo in the building. How you feeling, Ayo?
1,000. Ayo, the orator, feeling 1,000. How you doing, T?
You know what it is. I'm always feeling good. I'm feeling good. Feeling real, real good. It's open mic night. It's the last Tuesday of the month. You know how it goes down, right?
You know how it go.
All right. So I tell you what. This is how it's get ready to go, y'all. This is how we get ready to do it. So just work with me here. We got a lot going on. And it's going to be a really interesting night. We got a presidential debate going on a little bit later. It's going on at 8. But have no fear, because at 8, MsTONYA going to be out of here. I start on time. I end on time. All right? That's just how it goes down. If you miss it, you miss it. And whoever's supposed to be here, if you're not here, you're just going to have to catch the replay. That's how it goes down. And I tell you what, I want to start tonight out, and I want to play this piece. And this is for all of us. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, you know all of the names. So respect due, because that's how it's going down. All right? Y'all about ready? George Floyd. My voice cracked on that. George Floyd. Brother said, I can't breathe. Brother said, my stomach hurt, my neck hurt. He said everything hurt. He said, y'all gonna kill me. And here I am. Get ready to read another one of these black ass poems. And I write these poems, and I don't ever really want to perform them. I don't know. I have them. I got a lot of blackety black, very black, blackish, blacker than black poems. And a lot of y'all don't know that, because I really don't share them. I have shared this one before, but I want to share this one again today. Leave us alone. I look up high as my heart sinks low. Another one meets the dust, because they keep killing us. It really happens every single day. Every single day, somewhere. 365 days, over 400 years. They're trying to make this our forever. In our world of Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Murder. And you know it's going to happen again, right? Because a lot of us not standing up. We're not getting up, fighting for our rights, protests. Mad because we kneel down. Talk about it for a minute. Share some thoughts and comments on lines for likes to appear conscious. But some of y'all ain't never stood front line for nothing. With all of that talk. They know we bluffing. We ain't doing nothing. We huffing and puffing. Put it in a pipe and smoke it. Light some weed up and toke it. Somewhere, somebody's lay dead. Somebody's planning a funeral. There's a red light in somebody's front yard. Some child lost a parent. While some of y'all just tired. But you're on the sidelines though. But I'm gonna leave y'all alone because that's kind of what I want from them. As words begin to escape me, I don't mind these type folks hate me because they could just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I can make it on my own. There's nothing good you have to offer me, officer. Officer, you want me to call you sir? Your vision is obviously blurred. Toy guns, cigarettes, and Carolina a book. What's dangerous to you? Tell me how that looks, but never mind. Just leave me alone. Leave us alone. If we are so dangerous, leave us to ourselves. Let us destruct on our own. Your bigger fear is that we will construct on our own. We are builders, inventors, educators, educated. We are self-sufficient people. We don't need your approval to feel like we've made it or to make it. So leave us alone. Leave us alone, man. Why can't you just do that? If we scare you, I dare you to do that. And leave us alone. 3 words. It's simple. I'm asking, what would really happen if you just leave us alone? So let us just take a moment of silence right now for all of the families who are dealing with the injustice, to all of us who are dealing with the traumas of injustice that we continue to watch. Let's just take a moment of silence. Respect. Now, check this out. Check it out. It is open mic. And what I want you to know that, yes, there are a lot of things that we're going through, but I want us to remember that we've got to celebrate our lives as well. We've got to celebrate the goodness within us and the goodness within each other. And I want to give up mad props and all of the respect that I have, all respect due to everyone who is out there, who is marching, who is fighting for a cause, who are activists, who are making sure that every little piece of the puzzle is getting put there, that we putting the puzzle together. So we get ready to get this open mic on. I got a good show for you guys. I got a good lineup. I got Io in the building. I've got Miss Attitude in the building. I've got Miko in the building. I've got Connie J. I think I've got Vil Scott in the building. So what I'm getting ready to do, get ready to bring my girl Io up to the microphone. And we're going to let her go ahead and start us out and start open mic. Io.
So it's going to go like this tonight. I want you, and I want you to want me too. It's going to go just like that. I want you, and I want you to want me too. No freedom. No freedom. They don't know freedom. Stuck in the isms, tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman by blood transfusion. Figure the delusion of a worldwide vein clotted by these worldwide names. What's woman? What's man? What's rich, what's poor, what's educated, what's lowly, what's color for? Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Jah. See, they don't know freedom. They stuck in the isms, tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman by favors and values. If I were to ask you to see, you'd show me hate. Listing words to validate why you can't stand me, he, she, we, us, them. One and the same. What's in a name? President, senator, governor, mayor. They don't know freedom. They stuck in the isms. Tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman by connotation. Know well that the what is more important than the why. Open the third eye, only to remind you about imports and shipping, supposed to be uplifting. What's economic shifting, bishop, rabbi, reverend, pastor? They don't know freedom. They stuck in the isms, tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman by situation. We grew up together, wearing the same face with no resemblance, considering the amounts claimed, stolen, bribed, bartered, repossessed. What's repentance, mother, father, sister, brother? They don't know freedom. They ain't stuck in the isms, tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman by deterrence. I too measure my goods by the things I do not do. But what I do is good enough to carve the path in which I must go to uncover me. No ego, no id. What self-certification, teacher, professor, provost, dean? See, they don't know freedom. They stuck in the isms, tunnel vision and no wisdom. But he's my kinsman, no matter how unfamiliar. I still want you, and I want you to want me too.
Snaps on snaps on snaps. You understand? You understand? That's how this thing is going down. This is how we are doing it. It's open mic night, and I'm gonna keep this thing going. I got another poet I'm about to bring up here, Miss Connie. How you feeling, Connie?
Easy snaps. What's good?
Everything is lovely, lady. You know how it is. Connie, I
Yes.
just got to talk for a minute because you know I love you, Connie.
I love you back.
Thank you, Connie.
No, you feel it. You feel it right there.
Yes, yes. Where is the love? I feel
You feel it good.
yes. Connie, how you feeling? You ready to give these people what you do? Because you know you do some real special stuff. You ready? You ready to go?
Let's do it. Let's
Go
do it.
ahead and do what you do.
All right. So this is a piece I wrote when the incident with Corinne Gaines happened in Baltimore. Hopefully most people know who she was. She pretty much had a standoff with police and lost her life. In the process, her child also was shot. He survived. I often think about her baby. I don't know, like we talk about, you know, Breonna Taylor, and that's most recent, but we've been doing this for a while, and I think I'm with a lot of folks when I'm just, you know, sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, Fannie Lou, rest in peace, Fannie Lou. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna go for it. One mouth, two ears, I listen, hear your thoughts loud and clear. You wouldn't admit it then, but now I know it's fear. Fear of true freedom, no one else to blame. Sporting dead folks on t-shirts, fashion. Spouting their quotes for shares and likes, reaction. Couldn't walk a foot in their shoes if they paid you. Kind of makes me wonder who even made you. Lions created to rule jungles and roar in cages, bottled up their rage. Now just cubs with full manes corroborating the hunter's story, not knowing you are the hunted. Spirit called Simba into Mufasa's reign. In a world full of scars, the kingdom doomed. Three eyes wide open, I see future fearless warriors taking their rightful place. Patiently, they watch and they wait, for they know their purpose and fate. Protect the pride, put pride aside, teach and guide. Young warriors stand strong. And that's that piece.
Snaps on snaps on snaps. You always bring it real. You know, like you said, as we've been going through this for a long time. And there's just so many names that we can name, and there's so many names that we have no idea about. And it's happening every day. I want to thank you for that piece. I'm gonna ask you a question. You gonna hang around and do something else with us?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. That's what it is. That's what it really is. I tell y'all what, I want to take a moment to give some shout outs to some people that I see in the comments. I got to give some shout outs to my West Coast people. I got some people on the West Coast watching. What's up, Donna Maria? LA Style. What's up, Jennifer? That's my sister on the West Coast, all the way in the Bay Area. How you doing? I see Voodoo Child in the building. Capture the moment in the building. All right. Ashley in the building. Thank y'all for rocking with us, because I tell you what, you didn't have to. And I definitely appreciate you. I got another poet I want to bring up. How you feeling, Vi? Are you there? Unmute, lady, unmute. I tell y'all what, sometimes this is a live thing, and sometimes that's how it goes down. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. All right. So I tell you what, introduce yourself to me, because we kind of hooked up online, but tell us a little bit about yourself and then we'll get into it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a mother of 5 adult children. I've been writing poetry since I was about 12. I love writing. I draw and I do all kind of artsy stuff. And I have 4 grandchildren, and I work with people with special needs.
All right. Well, lady, you know we got special love in our heart for mothers and grandmothers and people who understand that love and special needs need love like everybody else. So I tell you what you want to do for us tonight? You ready to get into your piece?
Yes, I'm gonna read a poem. It's called "Beautiful Little Black Girl," and I had wrote this about 2 years ago. My daughter called me. She was so upset. She had went to the store to buy. She wanted to buy a doll for my granddaughter, but there weren't any doll babies that looked like my granddaughter. So she was unhappy with that. So I wrote this piece, and it's called "Beautiful Little Black Girl." Beautiful little black girl, look at you, so gorgeous and beautiful. So why aren't there more dolls to represent you? Beautiful little black girl, don't believe what they are saying, that your beautiful black skin isn't beautiful. Whichever shade you may be, as a beautiful little black girl, you are beautiful and worthy of having a doll that looks like you. Beautiful little black girl, I am here telling you to love the skin you are in unapologetically. Remember, you are a beautiful little black girl and will one day be a beautiful, bold black woman. Beautiful little black girl, beautiful little black girl. I want you to know your beauty comes from within and you can be whatever you want to be in life. So when you become a beautiful, bold black woman, choose your dreams with no hesitation and without fear, beautiful little black girl. Don't apologize for being a beautiful, black, bold woman standing tall and chasing her dreams, that's confident in her own skin, that's worked hard and did the work to be a successful black woman. And I want And and what I say is this: please remember to look back and lift up the beautiful little black girls that come after you, so they will know anything is possible for them as beautiful little black girls that will grow up to be beautiful, bold black women, just as you are. That's it.
Snaps on snaps on snaps. I tell you what, I have that same experience. When and this was all the way back in 1994, believe it or not, when I wanted to buy my daughter her first doll. And I was living in New Jersey at the time. And there was not a black doll in Toys R Us in this particular New Jersey. And I couldn't believe it. Because I mean, I grew up and I had black dolls. My mom brought us black dolls. She made it a point to make sure that we had black dolls. So I just couldn't believe in 1994, and I'm in New Jersey, that is supposed to be more progressive than what I'd been living in the South. And there was no black dolls. And I just went to the store manager and I was like, I'm disappointed to find that there's not a black doll in the store. So they told me that. I tell you what, I went back the next week and I had choices upon choices upon choices. So I say that to say that sometimes we just have to speak up.
Yes, yes. My daughter, she said something to management, and she went back. We live in the South. We live in North Carolina. When she went back, it was still the same. And so she asked for another, I guess, upper management, and they said that they would be doing something about it. But I don't think anything was ever done in actuality.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, guess what? She got a beautiful black mother who let her know that she was beautiful. I tell you, and that's the most important part. I tell you what, I'm going to put you on mute and I'm going to put you back here in the backstage if you want to hang out with us a little bit. This side's going down, y'all. This side's going down. It's the last Tuesday of the month. I'm MsTONYA the Poet. I'm here. I'm live at the Poet's House. Got some poets in backstage. Let's see who I want to bring up next. Let me check. Miss Attitude. I think Miss Attitude might be ready to do a little something. Miss Attitude.
Hello, hello.
How you feeling, lady?
I'm feeling great. Can't complain about anything.
Well, I tell you what, Miss Attitude, I got something to complain about. Do you mind if I complain on the live?
You can complain. I already know.
Okay. Well, you got this little avatar here that is blank, Miss Attitude.
I'm going to fix that by next month. I promise.
Okay. So all the world just heard you live that you
Yes.
promised that you was going to fix your avatar. Okay.
Yes, I promise you that. I promise you that.
But guess what? More important than that, Miss Attitude, I love your poetry. You're one of my favorites. You bring it to people the way it needs to be brought. So I'm going to just be quiet and I'm going to let you do what you do. Go ahead and get them.
Well, I wrote a poem today about when people think they know you. And the name of the poem is, Bitch, You Don't Know Me. You think you know me because I'm everywhere and you see me? Talked about me with some nobody, trying to be a somebody by talking about me. Because I am somebody for whom people have curiosity. But nan, you hoes can drag me. No ho, not none of you. I am so busy with my own business, I don't even pay attention to your bitching. That's not my mission in life, to listen to you. When bitch, you don't know me. I'm still figuring me out. But you know me inside and out. So I guess I should listen to you so I can learn about myself, as if that would help. You don't know me. We don't hang out together or kiki. But you, who can't wipe your ass clean after doing number two, think you know me when all you really know is, bitch, you don't know me. Thank you.
Miss Attitude. Miss Attitude.
Yes,
hold
ma'am.
Hold on. See, you got me all discombobulated and all kind of things. You done got me messing up my switch. I was doing good on the switching. And Miss Attitude came and I was like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. You don't know me? Tell him one more time. You don't what?
Bitch, you don't know me.
You
People
understand?
need to be told.
Yes.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
I understand. I definitely do. I'm gonna put you in the backstage, Miss Attitude. I'm gonna put you backstage. I want to bring up this lady next. Miko, unmute your mic.
I'm off mute. Hello, Miss Tanya.
How you doing, ma'am?
I am honored. Let me tell you.
It's always an honor to have you. I want to say a little bit about you before you say anything else. This lady is down here in South Carolina. She migrated back. She's got family here, and she's doing so much in her community. She's an activist. She's really putting the work out there. I see her out here. A lot of people talk to talk, but I see what she does. And I want to thank you. I don't live in your particular community, but I don't have to be in that community to appreciate what you're doing because I see what you're doing, and I know that they're happy to have you there. So I thank you. And I know you're not a poet. You're you're into politics and activism, and I wanted you to hear to just talk. It's open mic, and sometimes people just have something to say, and I want this to be a forum where you can say what you want to say. So, what's up with you?
Well, let me tell you what's popping, Miss Tanya. I wrote a poem.
Stop playing with my emotions.
I wrote a poem. So,
you wrote a whole poem?
It's a little bitty poem, but it's a poem.
What? You know what? I'm getting ready to be quiet.
All right. So, I talk about using your V's. And using your V's, there's 3 V's. The first V is be visible. The second V is use your voice. And the third V is vote. And that's the most important V of them all. So the name of this poem is Use Your V's. For far too long, we've been the victim of the vexing and vengeful institutions in this country. Use your V's. Our value minimized. Our presence invisible, vanished. Our representation, a veneer of vanity, a ruse perpetrated on the vox populi. Use your V's. It's time for us to levy a verified verdict. Vow to vote. Use your voice. Vacate the vermin and replace them with the virtuous. Invalidate the violations from the last 400 years. Use your V's. Vindicate and revive the very people who need it most with an unvarnished, unvarying, and absolute victory. Use your V's. Be visible, use your voice, and vote. Use your V's.
Listen, I'm proud of you. And I'm going to use my V's.
Yes.
I'm using my V's.
Yes.
There's value in that poem. That's a V.
That's a V. That's a V.
That's a V. Talk to the people about some of the things that you find important in your community that some people in other places who may live in more affluent communities might find surprising that you guys and that your community are living through right now in 2020.
Yeah, I think that given this day and time, it's definitely voter suppression. Because the people who live in my community, our voter turnout is abysmal 30%. So 1 in 3 of registered voters even dare to vote. And the reason why, it's not their fault, right? It's this suppression. It's this feeling that my vote doesn't count. My vote doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. Nothing changes. These elections are bought and paid for. And you know what, Miss Tanya? They're right about a lot of that. But I'm here to tell the people who live where I live. I'm here to tell the people who live in my community that it is time for change. And your vote is power. Matter of fact, it was John Lewis who said that the most powerful weapon that we have is our vote. So the suppression has been systemic and done on purpose to keep us down. But I'm here to say it's time for change. It's time for change.
I agree. And I tell you what, we say that every election season.
We do.
We say it every election season. And I feel like this particular moment within politics, or politics, as I like to say it,
Right.
do you really have just great numbers of voter suppression, great numbers of people who do not feel the importance of their vote still living under these circumstances right now?
Absolutely. Humongous numbers. And let me tell you how we're going to be changing it.
I'd like to know.
So we got to get on the ground. We are having conversations, right? So every single weekend, we've been on the ground registering people to vote. We've been having conversations with our community, letting them know who's running for office. Because a lot of times people doesn't even know who's running for office. Nothing is changing, even with the votes. There's a lot that can change, though. There's an absolutely lot that can change. Don't you know the community that I live in is 68% African American? Yet still we do not and have not ever had an African American mayor. 68%. If we vote, we cannot lose. And when I look at, so how are we going to address that? What we want to do, Ms. Tanya, is we want to take the politics out of politics and take it back to the people. And so we're doing that by making elections fun. We're having fun events. This weekend, we're doing a barbecue cook-off, right? So we're going to social distance. We're going to be in the park. We're going to be having, we're doing it in 2 locations at the same time, 2 different cities. We're going to have 6 grill masters showing off their food.
Did you say 6? Pause. You said 6 grill masters.
Yes.
So what you're saying is I'm getting ready to come get me some barbecue?
Yes, please. Come to Marion County on Sunday.
I'm coming.
And then you know what? And the barbecue guys, I've been talking to them all day on the phone. They are hilarious. Everybody says that is their sauce, and their sauce is the best.
Everybody got it.
But we got to get people out, right? We got to get people out. And you know what, guys? Forget that mail-in ballot. You got in South Carolina, you have from October 5th to November 2nd to take your body into the building with face masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers. And guess what? My husband's nonprofit is going to give it to you for free. You've got from October 5th to November 2nd to take your body into the Marion County Admin Building and vote on the machine. And guess what? The Time for Change volunteers are going to drive you. All you got to do is call us. We're going to pick you up and take you. Right? Okay. So I'm here to say, and I know a lot of people like it doesn't change. We need you on the ground. With people on the ground, we can change. We can change our communities. We can make the decisions about what happens in our communities. We can control the money in the community, and we control the money. We control the power.
I agree. See, this is why I told you needed to come on the open mic. I told you didn't have to write. Snaps up for you writing a poem. But more important than that, I knew that you had a message that people needed to hear. I don't think we can hear it enough. So I thank you for that. I'm gonna leave you in the backstage back here, and I know we'll talk a little bit before it ends. All right. All right, lady. This is how it's going down. It's open mic night, and it's not just poetry. It's not just musicians and artists. People have something to say. Anybody who has something to say that is for a positive change, that is going to make a difference in any of our lives, even if it's just a few of our lives, this mic is always open for you. The last Tuesday of the month. That's how it gets down. Now, I'm going to take it back to a little bit of poetry because this is the Poet's House. It is the Poet's House. It is. So I got to bring Miss Io back up.
Ooh. Yeah, let's see where we go with this one. Larissa's Maraca. Mama, may I shake the devil off? Mama Maraca, Larissa's Morocco. Larissa's Maraca, may I shake the devil off with my moreover, macaw, macaque. Larissa is Moorish, or Larissa, Morocco, marigold mums. The word speak, Maraca. Larissa's mama, Magnolia Mahogany Magazine. Io is an orator. Io, the orator, multiple persona, non-dissociative, fully integrated. Don't talk small talk when you're serious. How much trust? That's what you've been asking. How much trust will a trustworth must when a trustworth will must trust? Already prepped and gunning to go. Here comes Loquacious talking about what if love is lies? Would you cater to my likes? Would you learn your lines? What if love is lying? Would you cater to my likes? Would you learn your lines? Could you be quaint in the shun and the shine? Sometimes shy. See, I'm sometimes shy. Sometimes I'm shy. Most times I harmonize bugle, snare, and piano. Purple checkered quilt, green pasture. I be in the green pastures. Are you still water, already prepped and gunning? What you coming to love me for? What you coming to love me for? Once upon a time, there was love, unfornicated, unadulterated, without fear, minus gender, sincere in the eyes of God. What you coming to love me for, Larissa Maraca? Temple love, rushing mighty wind love, healing is a circle love. Io's the orator that ends before pain. Yeah, the words end before pain love. We embody, we are the power to carry, golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. We are the power to carry golden rule beyond man's hands unto salvation. A new nation of love teachers. That's what we are, a new nation of love teachers, preachers, seekers, diviners, refiners of golden streets, pearled gates, alleviated minds of reprobate. You know, when you throw away that trash in your head, escape to the blue sun, quenched by the blue Nile, spiritual child of celestial womb, no tombs, because we don't die, only flight, no plight, no complaint. Yeah, we've been saints at best in multicolored cloth, cut into diamonds. We some shamans, painted face, alligator men, tiger pride, aboriginal, indigenous, you dig us, you dig, you us, ancestral, piercing love. Larissa's Morocco. Io, the orator, it's an energy. It's a verb. This thing we call love, it's an energy. It's a verb in the temple.
Snaps on snaps on snaps. The poet's poet is in the poet's house. Io in the building. Y'all understand how it's going down? You know, I'm looking at your little poetry book, your little notebook you got
With
going
all those
on, poet.
beads and all those buttons.
Speak on it. What does all that mean?
Actually, this book was given to me by a Benin priestess. She's Yoruba, and she actually has the beautification marks cut into her face. Gave this book to me and renamed me. And I actually had a renaming ceremony and everything. I am Latasha Denise Planter. I wear that on my arm. But I am Ayo Matasari, the orator. I've been renamed Joy Notes, and that's what I tend to bring. Joy Notes.
Come on through. Y'all understand how it's going down? It's open mic night at the poet's house.
Oh man. Oh, this is the poet's house. Oh man, this is a vibe. I love
You understand? What's up, Nate?
Man, I'm doing good. Everything is everything. Just, happy to celebrate my birthday. We made it to 25. And just feeling blessed.
Did you say 25?
A whole 25.
Lord, I'm up here over double the brother age.
Hey, that's that wisdom. So
that's what it is, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and be quiet and let you do what you do. You ready?
Oh yeah, always. All right. So obviously we in this time period where, everything is changing and, we're starting to see some contrasts and, just everything that people are doing. So this is a poem, old poem, way back. It's actually in my poetry book now that I just released, and I might talk about that after the poem, but it's called Different. It's something so obvious that we choose to ignore. And as I speak, you could call this a thesis of sorts, or more course of action we could explore that I adore that's pretty flawed in the past tense. You see, our thoughts shape our actions. So no wonder dudes who want to be gangster get blasted as if that life was optional. And it never was. I often wonder if it was because Cuz wanted to be seen as authentic, or his foolish views are demented from a reality that's literally a figment, but I digress. Rather than ponder that, we should try to see why these guys aren't glad to be blessed by their predicament, but instead act ignorant for a moment of fame that's just as fleeting as our days here. They should eye the other side asking, why would these people stay here? But I guess pride can hinder the decisions and visions of some. So to sum that up, we're different. Different shades, different ways of thinking, different ways to be beautiful, different ways to avoid the cubicle lifestyle. I don't see how people can be, all hype now, rather than be the ultimate sensei for the crowd of youth that we have now that's doomed to disaster if we don't act now. See, as children, it was critical we ask questions, but it appears now it's more pivotal to ignore blessings and vent profusely with no mention of the truth. Instead of our differing separate, it should bring us to a state of togetherness for the betterment of all. But, I just be going off. My name is Nate Jolly in the building here at the Poet's House. Oh, my goodness. Whole lot of love in the building. Appreciate you having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Snaps on snaps for Nate Jolly. We tell him happy birthday. Her brother just turned 25. And I tell you what, Nate is a perfect example of why I continue to do open mics and why I continue to support open mic, because I just felt like young people needed to have that opportunity to express themselves. I grew up here and they didn't have this going on when I was growing up. I didn't have that opportunity to express myself. I probably could have started a lot sooner. But I will say this to anybody who is not young. It's not about that, because it's never too late. And that's the reason why I continue to do this as well. Even though a lot of the times I'm out here and I'm around young people, I don't feel my age, because it's about the art, it's about the movement. And like I said, it's never too late. I got another poet who just, I know y'all see my people in the background. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me slide, because it's looking beautiful.
I was thinking about this. Love to see it.
Y'all see my people, and they social distance because they got to respect the rules of the house. The Poet House is doing it right. We're not trying to cause no problems for nobody. And like I said, a sister is older, so I don't need the young folks bringing nothing to me. Nothing to me. Mr. Tyler, you back there. I might need you to go ahead and step up to the mic. How you feeling?
I feel good. All right. Shoe hat combo kind of serious. I appreciate it. I tried today. All right, yeah. This poem is kind of I'll let y'all be the judge, but make sure y'all get paid before y'all do it. I didn't think this shit could get any worse, but it just worsened. Maybe, baby, we should talk about this thing in person. You all on Facebook cursing, and by the time this verse in, everybody gonna realize I'm a terrible person. Story was amazing to me. Where did I go wrong? I guess my heart wasn't prepared for what she had going on. You want to put me in a place I know I ain't belong, and I just couldn't play you like a Safari song. Straight shooter, maybe I'm too blunt sometimes. Maybe I stunt sometimes. Maybe I just want what I want sometimes. Maybe I wanted too much. Didn't get what I need. Maybe it was the lust, lack of trust. Maybe it was the greed, signs that I didn't read, ignoring the warning labels, prepared verses for you to eat. But then you decided to turn the tables, mixed emotions, arguments that sound like cars crashing, running back same track, now sound like records scratching, struggling to catch the beat like white people clapping. Funny about how the end of the night that all turns into passion. Damn, you got this poet snapping, looking like what happened. Supposed to be popping bottles, instead I'm out here capping. I'm out of line. This relationship is out of time, because she done blocked me on more apps than the ones that's green with the $sign. And that's a bet I can't play. a debt I can't pay. Yeah, I can lay, but baby girl, I'm sorry I can't stay. So I didn't think the shit could get any worse, but it just worsened. Maybe, baby, we should talk about this thing in person. You all on Facebook cursing. By the time this verse in, everybody gonna realize I'm a terrible person. Yeah, that part.
Lies, cause he the best.
Hey, it's a play on words. Whatever you want to be.
Lies. That they just got their own thing going on behind me, so I'm just they coming through my mic. But that's how it is. You know what? We often have a lot of fun. We really miss being out here, being in the coffee shops, being in the cafes, in the jazz bars. It's nothing like that live audience. So I tell you guys, everyone who's watching us right now, we do appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. I want to keep this thing going, and I want to bring Miss Connie back up. Let me click Miss Connie in. Connie, how you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Connie, everybody know I love you. Connie, you got to come to the Poets House live one of these good times. You got to come to the flow. I need you in the building one of these times.
I'm coming. Soon as they cut you loose.
Soon as they do, when they cut you loose, you come on through. But in the meantime, and in between time, I know you got something that's gonna like really sit on people's mind. Go ahead and get it.
All right. So this next piece is called Not Forgotten. So it is a piece that I wrote for World AIDS Day a couple of years ago, where I shared my story at the church where I grew up. And the church that I grew up in, my mother was really instrumental. My grandfather was a deacon. My uncle was a trustee, you know what I'm saying? The whole family line. But nobody in the church knew that my mom died of AIDS, nor that I was living with HIV. And I was diagnosed in 2002. So here I am 20 years later, back in the same church where I grew up in, trying to, I guess, I don't know, just trying to free myself for the most part, from the secrets and the fears and that kind of thing, but also to help enlighten people to deal with stigma as well. So this piece is called Not Forgotten. I am not forgotten, never forsaken. I am not forgotten, never forsaken. Many hide in the shadows of their secret shame, listening intently for the sound of their names, but he knows each one, counted the hairs on our heads strand by strand. Time to take a stand. Clear the air. No longer will we live in despair, for we are not forgotten. We are not forgotten. We are not forgotten. Fear, an ignorantly transmitted disease cured only by a love I didn't realize I was worthy of. In my youth, I shared myself with midnight marauders and one-night standers, seeking my father's touch because he wasn't around much. Fell into the arms of a violent stranger, didn't know I was in danger until he took what he wanted. Scarred my insides with his venom, didn't realize I had been stung till 10 years later, but I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. Went back to school to hit the books only to be greeted with dirty looks. See, this is that nasty woman's disease. Yet I dream of tomorrows colored with purple as I listen for my name. I hear it faintly in the hollows of my nightmares. See, ain't nothing sexy about night sweats and covered boils, but I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. Look towards the only light I could see. It shined through a handwritten note found in the walls of my heart. Dear Connie, God is love. Love always, Mama. Then a glimmer of sunlight appeared at twilight, the darkest part, the part of night that doesn't want the day to start. Just in the nick of time, I heard my name as clear as Gladys's bell, for she is not forgotten. She is not forgotten. She is not forgotten. He climbed down into my murky pit, gave me strength and told me not to quit. Said he had a plan for my life and started long before my daddy and my mama became man and wife. He taught me how to walk again like a true friend, stuck closer than brothers and sisters, became both father and mother. Above him, there is no other. He touched my soul, asked if I wanted to be made whole. The hem of his garment, my resting place, revealed his face. It was chocolate and brown and round and full, and he made it his image, no longer bound. He healed my body and told me to run on and tell them, to tell the ones like me with checkered past and polka dotted soul stains that you are not forgetting. He knows your name. You are not forgotten. He knows your name. You are not forgotten. He knows your name. You are not forgotten. He knows your name. You are not forgotten, never forsaken. You are not forgotten, never forsaken.
Woo. Miss Connie. Miss Connie, every time. I appreciate your transparency. I appreciate everything that you share. More than words. More than words. All right, y'all. That's how it's going down here tonight. We've had an opportunity to share quite a few poets. We've had an opportunity to speak a little bit on community activism. We talked a little bit about voting. I know very short. Let me look at my clock. I think we got about 10 minutes. I know a lot of you guys are going to be watching that presidential debate. And more than watching the debate, you know, you got to get out and vote. And we're hearing that so much and everybody's saying it. It might sound a little redundant, but we can't say it too much. We need to do it. And more important than the presidential vote, you need to be out here voting for your sheriffs, your mayors, your council, your school board. You know, make sure you put people in office who are going to do things for you, who are going to do things for your community, who are going to be in guidance of some fairness. All right. So make sure you do that. I want to change it up a little bit. And I want to bring Miss Attitude back in here. Miss Attitude.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Because, see, I know you get ready to make me snap, crackle, and pop all up in the place. You know what I'm saying?
Be inspirational for a moment.
Oh, sure. Okay. Do what you do. I'm getting ready to be quiet. Come on with it.
Someone should get something out of it, I hope. It's called success. Being the best can bring you stress and pleasure. Mess with your head games every time. Just trying to be happy and unwind by dwelling on the meaning of success. College educated, but still knowing little or less than a fool. People put too much emphasis on school. Like you can be schooled, drool rolling all down the side of your face. You think going to school would fool people? We ain't all fools. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But you're trying to fool me 3 times. Now, success ends with an S, but should always start with get dressed. Stop trying to impress because you can't. Put on a shirt and some pants and get your ass up and out into the world and make something of yourself. Now, that's my definition of success. Thank you.
See, that's what I'm saying. You said you was being inspirational, and absolutely you were. But what I was saying, I knew you were going to make me snap, crackle, and pop because you were going to bring it how Miss Attitude bring it, and you brought it the way people need to hear it.
Yeah,
because you know
all
what?
Kinds of success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People sometimes need to be awakened. Sometimes people have to be shaken, you know. Um, this thing is not easy, you know. You
Very true.
can't be let me see. I want to say this the right way. And I don't imagine I'm trying to be politically correct, but you know, you can't talk to everybody nice. Everybody doesn't understand that kindness. Sometimes you got to put it on them in a way that kind of wake them up and shake them up. And
I
that's
love
what
to shake people
I
up.
like and respect. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Attitude.
You're welcome.
I,
Thank you.
all right, all right. All right, y'all. That's how it's going down. I've got my people here in the building. I'm gonna check in on we'll check in on Vi. How you doing out there, Vi?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm feeling good. Do you feel like you want to do anything else? You enjoying the show?
I am. I am. It's wonderful. I haven't been able to get out to any poetry nights, and I saw you was having this. I was like, man, I have to go. I have to go. Got stuck in traffic, and I sent you a message. I was like, I'm coming, but I might be a little late. I hope that's okay. So I really
Hey,
appreciate this. You don't know how much. So
well, hey, that's why we're here. We need each other. You know, it's like as artists, we kind of muse off of each other. So I know everybody's missing, you know, those live connections. But I tell you what, a lot of people think social media. Well, I hear a lot of people talk about some of the bad things about social media. They say it says, "Oh, I'm not on Facebook, or I'm not here, or I'm not there," and I'm like, well, who are your friends? Like, who are you following? Because I've met some really quality people and I have some really nice dialogue with people in social media. And if it wasn't for social media, we wouldn't be able to do this right now. So,
right?
you know, snaps up for that.
Yes, yes,
You got another piece you want to share with us?
yes. I have another piece. It's called "Man of the House." I am the woman and man of the house. Yes, you heard me right. I was the sole provider for all of us. While the children were growing up, you didn't mind staying home and not working at all. The level of stress on my body, mind, spirit, and soul has been tremendous. It wasn't easy being a mom to someone I didn't give birth to, but is my husband. I had children to look after, and then you too. Here we are, 2 decades later, with children all grown up, and you still haven't manned up. I'm still the man of the house, and that's why the children tell me Happy Father's Day, because I was everything you were supposed to be, and you were in the household. I've never experienced being a wife that felt provided for because I was the one doing that. I wonder what it would be like to have a man that really knows how to be a man, man of the house.
Snaps on snaps on snaps. I tell you, I know it's a lot of us who can relate to that. 100, 1000%. I appreciate you coming through. It was nice of you to join us, and I hope you'll come back again. We do this the last Tuesday of every month, so you are definitely welcome. Always just hit me up with a message, and we get you in here. All right?
All right, I will be back.
All right. All right, y'all. This has been a wonderful night. We've got a few minutes left. Actually, we got 2 minutes left. And y'all know how I do this thing. I start exactly at 7. And I tell you what, I might be clicking this thing off right at 8. And I want you to know that I had a lot of fun. I want to give thanks to everybody. I'm going to do a quick round. And I'm going to get everybody in here real quick. Real quick. Let me unmute some mics. I got everybody open except one mic. I got all y'all open. Everybody just kind of wave at everybody. Let me get Miss Attitude in there. So this is what the night has been. I want everybody to give one last word, and then I'm going to end with Mr. Tyler, who is sitting back there in the Poet's House. Miko, go ahead and give us one last message for the evening.
My very last message is use your voice and vote. It's time for change.
Respect. Miss Attitude, one last note.
Black Lives Matter to us.
You better know it.
Hello.
Vi. Come on and give us one last word.
Always believe in yourself.
Yes, ma'am. That's a good one. Connie J.
Freedom is a state of mind.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am. All right. I want to thank all of the poets who came through tonight. It meant a whole lot to me. Everybody, I love all of y'all. You know I got love for you, each and every one of you. And I tell you what, we're going out tonight live right here at the Poet's House with Mr. Tyler.
So I'm sitting here thinking if I make it, and if my chance ever come, will I take it? Well, I mistake it for what it is and all that it's about. I refuse to let that happen. Instead, I fight without a doubt. I put my best foot forward and my fist follow next. Coming for anyone who tests this muscle in my chest. May they soul rest in peace if they remember the name. And if they talk about the downfall, may they be to blame. No need to applause. Pause for the cause. They cripple my folk for blood and sellers of gauze. Crip folk blood, just tell me your cause if the biggest gang of all is enforcing the laws. See, I was raised under flags of Confederates. So when I throw this fist up, they call me terrorist. Don't blame me. I was born into this rebel shit. Fight to be equal when they try to keep us separate. Because Batman don't exist, y'all. Although Bruce Wayne does. But tell me, what white billionaire gonna save us? I marvel at the ideas of these DC comics. Like Washington can't tell lies, man. Shit, be honest. I be on this bench because they don't want me in the game. But I'm checking in. It's time to win. I'm trying to get a ring. She trying to get a range while we riding in the range on the highway, windows down, swerving through lanes. You see, life is fun and games when your money ain't a thing. But when you broke, it ain't no joke, man. People go insane. Make lighter situations just to try to ease the rain. Meds to ease the pain. Trying to maintain. But the storm is about to end, y'all. Just stay in your right lane. Master your craft and take over this whole game. Me, I'm going to fight until the stress gone. Fight with all your might, people. We got to press on. Peace, power, love.
Poetry, lifestyle, media, 'cause that's what I do.
All right. That's it, y'all. See y'all next time, last Tuesday of the month. That'll be in October. I don't know what day that is, but I know y'all got a calendar. Look it up. Peace out.